A business model is how you or your startup make money. In this video, I'm going to discuss the 5 most popular business models. That's advertising, affiliate marketing, freemium, subscription, and transactional. Let's get started with advertising. Now, the classic example would be newspapers. Whenever you look at newspapers, you see there's tons and tons of advertising in it because that's their core revenue model or core business model. In fact, you'll be surprised to know that most newspapers sell at a loss. When you consider the amount of paper, ink, and other costs that go into printing the newspaper, it may so happen that it costs the company 10 rupees to print a single newspaper, but when they sell it, they're selling it at 2 rupees, which means for each newspaper that they sell, they are actually losing 8 rupees. And how do they recover that money? They recover that money through advertising, which is why a newspaper actually does not want too many sales because every newspaper they sell is incurring a loss. So they don't want to sell too many. Again, they don't want to sell too few because then advertisers won't be ready to pay. So successful newspapers have figured out how many newspapers they should actually sell so that the loss of printing is not too much and the advertisers remain happy enough to advertise with them. Now, you can see examples of this traditional advertising model in a lot of other places also. I'll give you a simple example. If you pick up a packet of kurkure from the market, you may see an ad for the Airtel prepaid mobile service. So here what's happening is a company which is selling packaged snacks is taking money from a cell phone provider and that becomes their ad revenue in addition to the fact that they're also going to sell this kurkure packet. Now you can use this conventional model of advertising on your books. You can even do it in fact on your art where you can put a QR code on the corner of the frame of your painting and anybody who scans it can actually open up and see ads for maybe painting material or maybe your art masterclasses. You could do something very similar on books. In fact, I've seen some of the publishers of drawing books or empty registers, they actually put ads on the back cover, which could be for their own products or even third party products. So advertising is something a lot of people can use as a revenue model. In fact, if you run a blog or if you're very popular on social media, you could consider making money through advertising. Now, most of this advertising is what we call as spray and pray advertising, which means you're putting a lot of ads hoping that a few relevant customers are going to see them. Now, the internet has allowed people to do what we call as targeted advertising. So when you look at platforms which are very, very successful and run primarily on ads, two names that come to your mind are going to be Google and Facebook. Now, they don't do spray and pray. They allow you to actually choose your audience. You can drill down based on gender, age, location, interest, occupation. Even a platform like LinkedIn, which is very popular for B2B, they allow you to drill down based on all these kinds of criteria so that your ads are more targeted and you're actually reaching across to potential customers and leads. You also then may have heard of something like the pixel or the retargeting of ads, which means when somebody visits your website, some kind of a cookie is placed on their computer and now wherever they're going on the internet, they may actually end up seeing your ads. The logic being, because they visited your site, they are potential customers for you, but they may have forgotten to buy from you. So you keep reminding them by putting these kinds of retargeted ads. Now, Google Adsense makes it very easy for anybody running a blog or a website which has a lot of hits to make money from advertising. So instead of you trying to go individually and find advertisers, you sign up for Google AdSense. They allow you to put a code, and now whenever somebody visits your site, based on the content and other parameters, ads will show up and you actually get paid. So the more the number of people who visit your site, the more the money you can actually make. Of course, it also matters what kind of products are being advertised. So for example, somebody on whose website ads open up for plastic surgeons from, let's say, Los Angeles area of the US, those ads would be far more valuable and would get you much more money. On the other hand, if the ads opening up on your site relate to, say, a very cheap snack kind of a product, obviously you make lesser money. So depending upon what your website is about or what your content is about, you could make a lot of money through advertising. Then there is affiliate marketing. Again, a very simple thing to do. What does it mean? That if you refer business to somebody and they get money out of it, they give a share back to you. So even the largest e-commerce site in the world, Amazon, allows you to do affiliate marketing, where if you put links to Amazon products, every time somebody follows your link and then buys that product, you get a commission on that. So if you're running a popular blog, or even if you are very popular on social media, you could make money through this. So a lot of influencers and even micro influencers do this. So let's say you're somebody who talks a lot about makeup. So everywhere in your social media and other profiles, near all the videos you put up, you would put links from where people can click and buy makeup. And every time that somebody buys it through that link, that e-commerce company will supply and take care of the transaction, but you will get some kind of a commission of that. Now there are two ways to do affiliate marketing for your own products or your own website. One is, if you are in a niche area, then you go one by one and identify which are the correct kind of companies to whom you want to link. And the second is, if you're in a more general category, sign up for a platform like ClickJunction. They already have thousands of merchants with them. So it'll be very easy for you to sign up once and then put the codes or affiliate links of hundreds of products and merchants globally. So depending upon what kind of content or website you have, you could choose how to do affiliate marketing. It's very simple, doesn't require you to put any money upfront, and it can be a very good revenue source. Then let's talk about freemium. Now this is a very popular word in the tech industry, where a lot of tech solutions are provided in a freemium model. That means certain features are free and certain features are paid or premium. And that's why when you join the two words, it's freemium. I'll give you a simple example. Most of you may be using Gmail for free, but I've been paying Gmail for many, many years now, because the storage level that they've given, or the storage limit for free uses, I crossed that many years ago. So every year I have to pay a certain amount of money to use it. So Gmail runs a very simple freemium model. If you need up to X amount of storage, it's free. But if you're using more than that, you pay for it. So that's a classic example of a freemium service. Now, usually you would find this in the tech industry only. A slightly different version is found in something like the WordPress platform. Now, that is a tech platform where anybody can download the code and run his own blog or website using WordPress. Now, what WordPress does is, the core product is free. Anybody in the world can download it. But they also offer you certain paid plugins or themes for which you can pay and then add them to your WordPress. So that's another example of a freemium service. Now the subscription model is usually something that we associate with newspapers as well as magazines. Now if you remember, many years ago, the milkman, or what we call in India as the doodhwala, he would actually come to your house every day and deliver a pre-fixed amount of milk. So your mother may have kept a patila outside the door where he would come and pour the milk, and then every month he would come back and take the money. That's another example of subscription. So today, subscription models are also very popular. In fact, there are many people who provide wine on subscription, recipes along with the pre-cut vegetables with which you can cook certain recipes. Those could be provided on subscription. In fact, Nike even allows parents to sign up for shoes under a subscription model for their growing children. So subscriptions have also become very popular, but it only works if you have an established brand. If you're a very new brand, customers may not trust you so much to sign up for a subscription. But as you get more popular and you have loyal customers who are regular consumers, for example, coffee. So you supply this really nice roasted coffee powder. Regular customers could sign up and then get that powder delivered to them on a fixed date at a cheap cost. And then we have the oldest and simplest model, which is the transactional model, which means every time the customer purchases, he pays you money. Now, almost everything that we see around us runs on this model. So when you walk into a supermarket and you buy apples, the fruit, not the computers, you are paying on a transactional model. Every time you buy the apples from them, you pay them money. Of course, when you buy an Apple laptop or an Apple phone, again, it is on a transactional model. Anything and everything that you look around you, whether it is the fruit apples, whether it is books, whether it is clothes, appliances, gadgets, even when you go to the local zoo and you buy a ticket to visit and see the animals there, you're paying on a transactional model. Very commonly, it is also used by the payment gateways, that every time somebody pays you money through a payment gateway, they take a commission from that. So that's an example of a transactional model. Now, it's very important for you to analyze what exactly you do, what your customer audience is, and then decide what revenue models or business models make the most sense. And try to have more than one business model so that even if one model fails, the other one can succeed. And if all of them succeed, that's even better.